Is Barajagdio waiting in vain on President David Granger? Local landowner claims he is no fraud. Lands and Surveys head response to claims of illegal land distribution. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Update. I am Bibi Backus. Thank you for joining us. Attempts were made to burglarize a local business in Bagotvstown. The owners are seeking your help. Here is Esther Sobers with that report.
A Chinese business located on Bagotvstown Public Road eastbound Guyana is seeking the public assistance in identifying four suspected thieves who tried to break into their premises last Monday in the wee hours of the morning. Persons who may know of the individuals in the footage are asked to make contact with the nearest police station. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Time is trickling away, and the opposition leader Barajagdio says that he is still waiting on President David Granger for an urgent meeting on the way forward. Wendell Jeffrey brings us that report.
President David Granger seems to be very deliberate in his inevitable meeting with the leader of the opposition, Barajagdio. Up to press time, and more than a week after the CCJ encouraged that the two men meet, President David Granger has yet to invite Barajagdio to any conference. Meanwhile, Jagdio has repeatedly stated that he is willing to meet at any time and as often as possible to discuss the current political situation and the arrangements for a new GCOM chairperson. Jagdio had said that his party will not be returning to Parliament and that any meeting with the president must include discussions about early elections. At his press conference yesterday, Jagdio hinted that if the president does not find favor with any of the 18 names for the potential GCOM chairperson that he has already submitted, his new list will include folks from the diaspora. Jagdio seems concerned that the president is not addressing either of the current matters with sufficient urgency. The opposition leader said that the Attorney General Basil Williams lied to the Caribbean Court of Justice about the delay of the meeting with him and the president. That's a lie. The whole country knows that the president indicated he wishes to meet after the consequential orders, so the AG misled the court. Jagdio said that he has no problem discussing these matters with the president so as to arrive at an agreement. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Coming up after the break, landowner claims he is no fraud, and land commissioner challenges folks to prove him corrupt.
Nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill. Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass, and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.ui. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home. We also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. Yesterday at his press conference, opposition leader Barry Jagdeo displayed maps of the disputed lands which he claims were illegally handed out. Today, head of the Lands and Survey Commission distanced himself from those claims. Here again is Wendell Jeffrey.
To deliver 21st century.
Trevor Ben, who is the Chief Executive Officer and Commissioner of the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission, said that he was not personally involved in any corrupt land transactions. He said that the police will be called in to identify the person or persons who provided the opposition leader Barry Jagdeo with the maps of the distributed lands. Ben said that the maps were not bought, and so they were most likely stolen from the Lands and Surveys office. Yesterday at his press conference, Barry Jagdeo displayed all the alleged stolen maps on his wall. Despite the land allotments as described by the maps, Ben denied that large swaths of land were handed out to persons associated with the Granger administration. Ben said that he had nothing to do with some disputed allocated lands and that others came into existence before his time as the head of the organization. The Lands and Surveys head said that these accusations of illegality in land distribution by Jagdeo are politically motivated and that it is pulling the names of good people into the mud for political gain. Seeming to refer directly to Jagdeo, the commissioner said that the individual who spoke yesterday has thousands of acres. Ben said that some of our staff are known to be in collusion with very powerful forces who want to take control of our lands, and that he will deal with them conjointly. Ben did not say if there was corruption going on at his agency, saying only, "I therefore challenge anyone to come forward with evidence that will implicate me in any corruption. I can speak for myself." The former president and opposition leader Barry Jagdeo has often told the press that he has contacts in several of the ministries and has asked them to record all the illegal activities obtaining in those ministries. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Anthony Snow is being accused of fraud. In an interview with Esther Sobers, the local businessman is insisting that he is no fraudster. Here is more.
No, never. I have never been involved in any type of fraudulent act in my life. I've been accused of things in the past. Fraud has never been one of them, until recently.
Businessman and human resource manager of Job Fair Anthony Snow broke his silence against the Facebook page called Guyana Fraud Alert, which accuses him of land fraud and other fraudulent acts.
The land that I'm accused of not owning has been in my family possession since 1984, when my father and my two uncles purchased the land. Now, we have a lot of different land throughout the country, but the land that is in question here is in land of Canaan, right? In 1984, we purchased a plot of land from a B&J Khan, who were the original owners, and they used to own cane estates, sugar cane estates, plantations in land of Canaan, right? And there was a lot of land that they had, and we purchased this land from them.
The businessman, who has had questionable business venture and was incarcerated, maintains that he was never involved in fraud. The 51 acres of land, which is located at Land of Canaan, East Bangjanarara, is solely owned by his father, George Correa, a political activist who resides overseas. Snow says that his father gave him the general power attorney over the land. Despite his past, Snow stressed that he is only trying to help persons to acquire affordable housing.
If people judge me by their own ability, first and foremost, they would be wrong. People are unique, people are different. If I'm talented and I'm adaptable, that's a plus to me, right? Yes, I was incarcerated. I never hid it. I never told anybody, hey, I never went to jail. I never said anything like that, right? Let me tell you, when I was 19, I paid a visit to a family member who inadvertently was involved in something, right? Because of how the case is, I don't want to talk too many details about the case. But it's a very serious issue. But I was 19, and I was overseas in the U.S.
Snow provided his land transport and other documentation for the land and requested that persons can conduct their own investigation into the housing scheme. A project like this will cost millions of dollars. Is someone with you funding this project, or are you doing this by yourself? Is your father funding it?
No. How this project works, the land in itself, we're not selling the land. Just let me let you know, in the reality of the sense. We're basically giving the land away for persons who are making the commitment to invest in the building of the community. The average man in Guyana cannot afford to go and live in a community like Windsor Estate. Unless you got $30, $40 million, you can't go into a nice community like that. The program that we designed here allows the money or the revenues from the sales of these lands to go toward directly building the community, which means I make no profit.
What is the cost per land?
It is $3 million Guyana dollars.
$3 million Guyana dollars, and every person can pay as low as
And we do have low-income payment programs. In fact, right now, it's as low as $20,000.
The businessman is seeking the police intervention into cybercrimes, as the reported fake Facebook page is harming his business and bringing his family to much distress. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. And now for your regional and international news for today. The government of Barbados has abolished visa requirements for passport holders of several countries. The countries benefiting from this immediate visa waiver agreement are Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Ethiopia, Ghana, Libya, Morocco, Nigeria, Rwanda, and Senegal in Africa. Those from the Gulf state regions are Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. The countries in Asia are India, Indonesia, Special Administrative Region of Macau, Thailand, the Philippines, and Vietnam. The lone country from Central America is Guatemala. In Europe, the countries are Russian Federation, Serbia, and Monaco. Barbados Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Dr. Jerome Walcott, indicated that Barbados was seeking to strengthen relations with countries within the global sphere, make new friends, and attract more opportunities to the island, particularly in the areas of tourism, business, and foreign investment. And in international news, 2 suicide blasts have rocked the capital of Tunisia, killing at least 1 police officer and wounding several people. The first explosion on Thursday involved a suicide bomber who targeted a police patrol. 1 police officer was killed while another was wounded. A second attacker blew himself up shortly afterwards on a National Guard base in the capital. 4 security personnel were wounded in that attack. The violence came 4 years after scores of people were killed in a spate of attacks claimed by ISIL. And that is all for this edition of Headline News Update for June 28, 2019. Tune in next Tuesday for another episode. Until then, like and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Do have a great CARICOM weekend.